What's going on there, YouTube? And welcome back to another comic book video. Alright guys, so we are going to continue covering more Marvel comics. And today guys, we are going to cover Brian Michael Bendis Avengers Volume 2. And the reason why is because one of you guys out there asked me to continue covering Brian Michael Bendis Avengers run. And so we're going to cover both Avengers and New Avengers written by Brian Michael Bendis. Now, guys, real quick side note though. After next week's video, New Avengers Volume 2, we have to basically cover Fear itself. We have to cover Fear itself because when it comes to Volume 3 of Avengers and New Avengers, a lot of things came out of Fear itself. And so for you guys to get a better understanding, we have to cover Fear itself. Because Avengers number 13, 14, 15, and I want to say 16 and 17 are all tie-ins for Fear itself. And so is New Avengers 13, 14, 15, 16, and I want to say 17 also. Those books are all tie-ins to Fear itself event. And so if we're going to cover Brian Michael Bendis' run on the Avengers and New Avengers, we have to cover Fear itself. Now, I'm going to cover Fear itself a tad bit different than we did when it came to Marvel Siege. What I'm going to do probably is try to get done quicker with Fear itself so we can jump right back into Brian Michael Bendis Avengers run. Now guys, let's go ahead and dive into Brian Michael Bendis Avengers Volume 2. Now guys, when it comes to Avengers number 7, with this book right here guys, we do pick up with a random crew of men right now traveling through the snow in the mountain looking for something that used to belong to the Inhumans. Now the thing is though guys, they do find what they're looking for. They do find the old city of the Inhumans, the Attilan. Now guys, at this point in Marvel Comics, I have to say this right now. The Inhumans left the Attilan alone. They left the Attilan alone a long time ago in Marvel Comics. But also to point out, Black Bolt, at this point in Marvel Comics, he is supposedly dead. And so right now, the Inhumans abandoned their old city, the Attilan. And so with them abandoning the Attilan in the mountain, basically these crew of men, they found the Attilan. They found what they were looking for. Now, you do have one member on this team of men just kill off every single other member. He said, listen, I paid you guys to help me find the Attilan. And you know what? We found it. And so guess what? Your mission is done. And he kills every single one of them off. Now, what he does next though, you have this one man go inside the Attilan and he starts to look around for some unknown power source. Now, when he finds this unknown power source, it's just a red ball. But the thing is though, he tries to break into this red ball, but the red ball shell is so strong, almost every single attempt he tries to do on this ball doesn't work. He tries to break into it over and over again, but it doesn't work. Now, on his last attempt, he was able to break into the red ball, and inside the red ball is the Reality Stone. And he was able to grab it and say, yes, I now have one of the Infinity Stones. And guys, we come to find out the man who did all this, the man who found the Reality Stone, is the Hood. Now guys, remember, the last time we saw the Hood, he was a kind of a big time character in the Marvel Siege event. But the thing is though guys, back in that event right there, he had the Nord Stones. And the thing is though, he lost the power of the Nord Stones. And so right now, he is hungry for power once again. And so what kind of power that he wants so bad that could equal the North Stones or even more powerful than the North Stones? Well, the Infinity Stones are more powerful than the North Stones. And so he's hungry for power right now. Now, this is Brian Michael Bendis also saying that Black Bolt, who was a member of the Illuminati, he left his Infinity Stone here at the Atelian hoping that nobody would find it. Now, guys, remember, back in like 2007, 2008, Brian Michael Bendis wrote a story called The Illuminati. And the thing is, though, we come to find out that basically there was a group of heroes who came together and said, we will make the big choices for the world because we are the smartest people in the world. And one of the choices they made said, we must keep the Infinity Stones safe and away from bad people. And so each person took an Infinity Stone, and Black Bolt was one of the members of the Illuminati, and he took the Reality Stone. But the thing is, though, Black Bolt supposedly died. And with him supposedly dead right now, the Hood was able to find the Reality Stone. Now, we do jump over to Iron Man, Thor, and Wonder Man. Now, guys, remember, back in Avengers Volume 1, Wonder Man told Steve Rogers, no, I will not join the Avengers because we all know that something bad is going to happen because of the Avengers. And the Earth needs to be safe from you guys, not from bad people we lock away, but from you guys, from ourselves. Because every time the Avengers form and try to be some kind of superhero team, bad things happen to the Earth. And so, guys, jump forward to the later half of Volume 1, Wonder Man attacked the Avengers saying, I told y'all so. I told y'all to disband the Avengers. Something bad happened. Now, the thing is, though, guys, you have Iron Man and Thor right now talking to Wonder Man, asking him, what happened? What happened to make you so angry about the newly formed Avengers? And the thing is, though, Wonder Man says, listen, I'm not going to tell you what happened, but I'm going to tell you this right here. You guys need to disband the Avengers. Disband the Avengers now. Now, we do jump over to the Baxter Building, the home of the Fantastic Four. Now, you do have like Reed Richards right now just sleeping in his chair. But right behind him is the Hood. The Hood, who right now has the Reality Stone, one of the 6 Infinity Stones, breaking into the Baxter Building. And the reason why he's there is because, guys, remember, in the Illuminati group, Reed Richards was also part of the Illuminati. And he's also holding one of the Infinity Stones. And so you have the Hood break into the Baxter Building, and he finds Reed Richards' Infinity Stone, the Power Stone. And so now the Hood has 2 of the 6 Infinity Stones. Now, you do have the Hood like teleport somewhere in the middle of the desert. But the thing is, though, as soon as he teleports there, he is greeted by the Red Hulk, General Ross. Now, you do have the Red Hulk kind of like, okay, it seems like you're holding some very powerful artifacts, so I should probably stop you. But the thing is, though, the Hood is so powerful, he was able to knock out Red Hood. To just knock him out. Just to punch him up over and over again. Because right now he's holding 2 of the Infinity Stones. Now, we do jump over to the base of the Avengers. And the thing is, though, guys, this part right here may not seem like at first very important because they're all just sitting there talking to one another. But out of nowhere, the Red Hulk crashes into the base of the Avengers. Now, guys, when it comes to Avengers number 8, with this book right here, guys, we do pick up in the future. I don't mean like years in the future. I mean probably like a couple hours into the future. And the thing is, though, guys, you have Iron Man right now calling up the Illuminati. Now, guys, after Secret Invasion, the Illuminati broke up. They literally broke up. They're like, hey, listen, we're done. We're done. The only time that we should ever be called if something big is going to happen. But that is only if something bad is going to happen, that we should call up one another to have another big secret meeting. Now, Iron Man, he's calling up every single member of the Illuminati, which is right now Charles Xavier, Namor, Doctor Strange, and also Reed Richards. Now, every single member arrives except one, the last 6 member, which was Black Bolt. But guys, remember, Black Bolt is dead. He is currently dead right now in Marvel Comics. And so when every single member arrives, they're kind of like, okay, where is Black Bolt? Where is he? But the thing is, though, Black Bolt's wife appears. Medusa, she appears, and she says, what in the world is going on? Now, with her appearing, you have the other members kind of like, what are you doing here? You should not be here. But the thing is, though, you have Medusa say, listen, when you try to call my husband, I got the call because Black Bolt is dead. And so when I picked up the device that was calling him, it brought me here. So what in the world is going on? Now, you do have Iron Man tell Medusa, listen, your husband and us, we were a secret group who worked together, who basically solved or decide on big problems for the earth, but in secret, so no one else knew about it. And the thing is, though, you have Iron Man say, the reason why I called you guys here is because the Infinity Stones are out there now. 2 of the stones are out there. And you have Reed saying, how do you know that? And you have Iron Man say, listen, Reed, I know he has your stone, and he also must have the Reality Stone. Because right now, the Red Hulk is back at the base of the Avengers, and he told us what happened. Now, we do jump back into the past. And the thing is, though, guys, we pick up where number 7 left off at, with the Red Hulk crashing into the base of the main team Avengers. Now, as soon as he crashed into the base, you do have the Avengers start to ask him questions like, dude, what the heck happened to you? You look like you fought the Hulk once again and got your butt kicked once again. But the thing is, though, you have Red Hulk tell the team, no, I didn't fight no Hulk. I fought a man who was holding some powerful artifacts and just start kicking my butt. Now, you do have the Avengers start to ask him more questions. And the thing is, though, guys, we do get a glimpse of the fight between the Hood and the Red Hulk before the Red Hulk was punched right into the building of the Avengers. But the thing is, though, you have the Red Hulk saying he was holding a red artifact in one hand and a yellow artifact in the other hand. And you have the Avengers say, oh my God, that guy has the Infinity Stones. The Infinity Stones have returned. Now, for most of the Avengers, they're kind of like, how does one man get the stones? When did the stones arrive on Earth? But for Iron Man, he's like, oh crap. Somebody knew the Illuminati was holding the Infinity Stones, and now he got hold of one of the stones. And so Iron Man, he left the Avengers behind, and that's what we come to the beginning of this section right here, issue number 8. He left the Avengers to go call up the Illuminati. And so we now jump back to the present day with the Illuminati and Iron Man and Medusa right now trying to figure out who is out there trying to collect the Infinity Stones. Now, you do have Iron Man as Medusa to take them back to the Attilan, hoping that maybe he only has one jewel, the Power Stone, but not the Reality Stone yet. But the thing is though, as soon as the Illuminati, Iron Man, and Medusa get back to the Attilan, and they find the red ball that Black Bolt was holding his Infinity Stone in is missing, you have Iron Man say, crap. The Hood has 2 stones. He has 2 of the 6 stones. We need to stop this man now. Now, as soon as Iron Man and the Illuminati and Medusa are trying to leave the Attilan, they are greeted by Captain America and the rest of the Avengers. Both new Avengers, the main Avengers, and also the secret Avengers, the third team of Avengers. They're all there, and they're all looking at the Illuminati like, why are you guys here for? Because Iron Man, when you left earlier after the Red Hulk told us what happened, you were acting weird. What is going on here, Tony? Now, guys, when it comes to Avengers number 9, this is the book where you kind of expect what's going to happen next, where you have Steve Rogers start to question Iron Man. Because I remember, the Illuminati was a secret group. Nobody knew about the Illuminati. Not Steve Rogers, not Nick Fury, not even like the best top spies in the world. The Illuminati was a secret group that none of the superheroes even knew about. Not their girlfriends, not their wives, not their children. Nobody knew about the Illuminati at all. And so you kind of have Steve Rogers kind of like, what is this? Like, Tony, what is this? Because when you left after the Red Hulk crashed into our building, you were acting weird. And I grabbed all the Avengers, and we find the top minds of basically the superhero community right here together, having some kind of secret meeting. What in the world is going on? Now, you do have Tony Khan like, okay, Steve, let me basically tell you what you did not know about. For a few years, Charles Xavier, Namor, Doctor Strange, me, Reed Richards, and Black Bolt, we basically had meetings behind the rest of the superhero community. We would sit down and make big decisions that we think they are the best choices, because technically we are the smartest minds out of all you superheroes. Like, no offense, some of you guys are great fighters, some of you guys are really smart, but when it comes down to it, we are the best minds in the whole superhero community. Now, Steve Rogers is pissed because Steve Rogers, guys, is now the leader of S.H.I.E.L.D. He is the leader of S.H.I.E.L.D. He's the one who told the President of America, listen, the world still needs Avengers. It was his idea to start up the Avengers team again. Not just the main Avengers, but the new Avengers team, leading by Luke Cage, and also the Secret Avengers, his little Black Ops team. And so for Steve Rogers had to break his back almost to tell the world, listen, you can trust Tony Stark. He's not a bad man. Yes, he did some bad things over the past couple years, but listen, me, Steve Rogers, the original Captain America, is vouching for him. And I'm telling you guys, you can trust him. But with Steve Rogers finding out that Tony Stark is once again doing things behind his back, it's kind of like, Tony, how could you? I told the world they can trust you. And here we are now, you doing this right here behind my back after everything I did for you. Now, you do have Tony and Steve kind of like, listen, we will figure this out later. Right now, we got someone out there gathering the Infinity Stones. And right now, he has already got 2 of them. The Power and the Reality Stone. That's 2 out of 6 stones, which means the rest of you guys whose stones are still not been found yet, where are they? Where are these stones? Now, you do have Tony Stark tell Steve Rogers that, listen, we each made sure that it's almost impossible to get the stone from us. We all put our stones in a certain location where you're going to have to fight through a whole lot of different things just to get that stone. And so you had Tony Stark say, we have to now race him for the rest of the Infinity Stones. Now, when it comes to Avengers number 10, with this book right here, guys, you do have the Avengers split up into multiple teams. Like, for example, you have Namor lead the Thor and Thor and Red Hulk to his Infinity Stone. You have Charles Xavier take a team of Avengers to his stone. And you also have Iron Man take one team to his stone. But the thing is though, guys, remember, you have 2 stones already taken. And so it comes down to the last 4 stones. And so the Avengers, they had to break up into 4 different teams because right now it's a race to gather all of the Infinity Stones. And the thing is though, guys, the Hood, he already has 2 of them. He already got Reed Richards and Black Bolt. And so it's kind of like, okay, so where is Iron Man's? Where is Doctor Strange? Where is Charles Xavier's? Where is Namor's? And so you have the Avengers team just going to different locations, just trying to make sure that they can reach their stone before the Hood is able to get there to their stone. Now, what's cool about Avengers number 10 is you get to see the reaction between each characters on the Infinity Stones. Because, guys, remember, not every single superhero in Marvel was there when the Infinity Stones first arrived on Earth, or the second time or the third time. For some heroes, when it comes to the Infinity Stones, this is a new thing. They have no idea how powerful these stones are. And so when you have some characters kind of like, listen, be on your A game, because these stones are able to do a lot of different things. And once the stones are all together, it's basically the end. We failed, and we cannot allow that to happen. And so luckily for the first team, Thor, Red Hulk, and Namor, they were able to get to their stone before the Hood was able to get there. The thing is though, we do jump over to Charles Xavier and his team of Avengers. And he said, listen, I put my stone in the worst spot I could think of, my danger room. But my danger room where I used to train the X-Men, but on the worst level, which means even the toughest opponent is going to have a hard time trying to reach the stone. And the thing is though, guys, now you have Charles Xavier and his team of Avengers trying to fight in the danger room to get to his stone. And we jump over to Iron Man and his team of Avengers trying to get to his stone before the Hood is able to get there. The thing is though, guys, the Hood, as soon as Iron Man, Captain America, and the rest of the Avengers on their team walk into Iron Man's secret location for his Infinity Stone, when they walk in, the Hood is already there. He's already there, able to grab a third stone. And so now it's the Avengers have won because Namor was able to get his, but the Hood now has 3. And the thing is, as soon as the Avengers try to capture the Hood, he teleports out of there. He's gone just like that. And he teleports right in front of Red Hulk, Namor and Thor because they have the fourth stone. And so now it's kind of like, cool, great. The Hood has 3. The Avengers have 1. Charles Xavier is trying to get the 5th stone, and we have no idea where is Doctor Strange with the 6th stone. And so right now, it's the Hood in the lead in the race of the Infinity Stones. And right now, he's about to fight against the Red Hulk and Namor and Thor to get the 4th Infinity Stone. Now, guys, when it comes to Avengers number 11, this is where I have to say it's kind of weird. And what I mean kind of weird, what I mean is that we pick up with the Watcher, Zatu the Watcher. And basically what Brian Michael Bendis did with the 5th book of this storyline is saying, hey, listen, you're going to have Zatu the Watcher basically narrate what happens to the Avengers when they try to go up against the Hood. Because right now the Hood has not just 1, not just 2, but 3 of the Infinity Stones. And so we pick up where we left off at the end of the last book, number 10, where he appeared right in front of the Red Hulk, Thor, and Namor. And so you have the Hood just beat them down. Because yes, Red Hulk does have 1 of the Infinity Stones right now, and he's trying to use it against the Hood. But the thing is though, guys, the Hood has 3. He has 3 of the 6 Infinity Stones. And so it's kind of like, dude, listen, Red Hulk, yes, you are super powerful. But the thing is, though, you only have 1 Infinity Stone plus your strength. The Hood has 1, 2, 3 Infinity Stones. That easily cancels out your strength and plus your 1 Infinity Stone. Yeah, you got Thor. Yeah, you got Namor. But you're talking about a man who has half of the Infinity Stones, which means right now he is only halfway to full power, halfway there. And so you have basically the Hood defeat Red Hulk, Thor, and Namor. Like it was no big deal. He's kind of like, bam, done. Who's next? Like, no joke, who's next? You guys lost to me that quick. Who's next? And you have the Hood teleport back to Iron Man's team. And the thing is though, guys, there's no point for him to teleport back to Iron Man's team because he already beat Iron Man's team to that Infinity Stone. But he just went back there to give them another butt whooping. And this is the Hood kind of saying, listen, you guys beat me before when I had the Nord Stones. But now I'm back. And I have the Infinity Stones. And I already got 3 of them. What makes you think that you guys can stop me? And he beats Iron Man team up like it was nothing. Just bam, done. Easily defeated. Now, you do have the Hood teleport to the location of Charles Xavier's Infinity Stone. And the thing is though, as soon as Charles Xavier and his team of Avengers were able to defeat the Danger Room, when they walk into the room where the Infinity Stone is being held by Charles Xavier, they look up, the Hood is already there. He is already there, and now he has 4. He now has 4 of the Infinity Stone, not 4, he has 5, because I forgot, he did defeat Red Hulk, and he was able to get Red Hulk's Infinity Stone also. But now, with him getting Charles Xavier's Infinity Stone, well now, the Hood has 5 of the 6 Infinity Stones. That only leaves Doctor Strange Infinity Stone left, and that's it. But the thing is though, guys, this is kind of cool right here, what Brian Michael Bendis did. As soon as the Hood got the 5th Infinity Stone, he teleported to the 6th stone. But when he gets there, he is greeted by Thanos. Thanos is there holding the last stone. And he says, I think you should probably hand over those other stones to me. Now, when it comes to Avengers number 12, and this is the book right here, guys, that really wraps up volume 2 for us. And the thing is, though, guys, we pick up with Thanos sitting down talking to the Hood. And the thing is, though, guys, you have Thanos basically tell the Hood, listen, the Infinity Stones belong to me. And the reason why I don't have the stones because the stones were kept from me or kept away from me because what I did in the past. But now I'm here to regain the items that truthfully belong to me, Thanos. Now, guys, this is Brian Michael Bendis pointing out that, listen, not every single superhero, supervillain knows about Thanos and the Infinity Stones. And so when it comes to the Hood, he just knows that the Infinity Stones are these powerful artifacts that once you gather all 6 artifacts, they are basically one powerful thing to have in your grasp. And so that's all he knows. And he just found that out a few months ago. And so he's right now learning more about the Infinity Stones. Right now, he's learning from Thanos that, hey, listen, those stones belong to me. What I did in the past, the Avengers made sure that me, Thanos, would not come back and try to regain the Infinity Stones. And so you have Thanos kind of sit down and try to talk to the Hood, saying, listen, you are just a basic human being. You are a basic human being. And listen, yes, the power feels great, but that power is going to kill you. That power is going to kill you because you're just a basic human being trying to basically control something that you do not fully understand. And so you have Thanos say, just hand over the Infinity Stones to me, to somebody who is more capable of handling that kind of power. Now, you do have the Hood ask Thanos, well, what if I say no? What if I want to keep the stones to myself? And you have Thanos say, okay, dude, listen, you will die. You will die. So you have 2 options. Option A, just go ahead and pass over the stones to me. And if you do, I'll protect you. But if you don't, the stones will kill you. They will literally kill you. Because again, you're just a basic human being. Now, you do have the Hood at first seem like he is going to hand over the Infinity Stones. But he's kind of like, no. You know what? I'm going to keep my stones. I'm going to take your stone and I'm going to be this powerful person on Earth. And so you have Thanos say, fine, plan B. We will take it by force. Now, guys, he said we. He didn't say him. He said we. And the reason why he said we is because Thanos is not really there. It's Doctor Strange pretending to be Thanos. And so you have Doctor Strange teleport all the Avengers, the main Avengers team, which is led by Iron Man and Captain America. The new Avengers, led by Luke Cage. The Secret Avengers, that's led by Steve Rogers. You have all these different Avengers team come out of portals and they start to beat up on the Hood. And they're kind of like, dude, no, you're not going to win this battle because this time you're fighting against every single Avengers team that Steve Rogers just put together to make sure the world is protected from people like you. And so, guys, we do jump forward to the point where the Avengers are able to beat the Hood. But to wrap up Volume 2, 2 things happen at the end of Volume 2. The first thing is you have Steve Rogers talk to Red Hulk, General Ross, and say, listen, you stand by us and you help us fight against a man who is holding universal power. And you basically help us defeat him. Your skills are needed. We need you on the Avengers. And so that right there is Red Hulk becoming an Avenger. But we do jump forward once again. And the thing is though, guys, we pick up at the old base of the Illuminati. And once again, you have Tony Stark, Doctor Strange, Black Bolt, Charles Xavier, and Namor. Wait, not Black Bolt, sorry. You have Tony Stark, Reed Richards, Charles Xavier, Namor, and Doctor Strange. You have these 5 characters once again meeting up and saying, this time we're going to make sure the Infinity Stones do not get found this time. But the question is though, who's the 6th person? Because Black Bolt is dead. Now at first, I thought it'd be Medusa, because Medusa found out about the Illuminati first before the rest of the superheroes did. But guys, we come to find out that Steve Rogers is going to take Black Bolt's place as the 6th person of the Illuminati, and saying we have to make sure that nobody finds the Infinity Stones. And that wraps up volume 2 of the Avengers. Now guys, if you did like today's video, please leave me a like down below, and also subscribe for more comic book videos down the road. Also guys, if you have any suggestions on books I should read, let me know in the comments below, because you never know, your suggestion could be a future video down the road. But anyways guys, I'm out of here, and I'll see you on the next comic book video.